You love music. You want to be in a choir. But how do you know that it's going to be a problem for you catching up? Hello guys, I am Prime Obim and I help beginners, maybe like you, to start up in the choral music in the simplest way possible. I don't do complicated stuff. No, I don't like that myself. I break it down so as you understand, as if I was talking to a child. Okay, so let's get to it. I want you to understand that music is all about sounds. In fact, the language of music is sounds, nothing else. Those sounds are later converted into words, lyrics as they call them. I hope you understand that part. Okay. Now, how do you know that joining the choir will not be another stress added up to you? You already have a life going on and you just love music. You want to be a member of a choir. How do you know that it will not be another stress before you catch up? Since we have known that music is all about sounds, your ability to make the sounds that you hear, the exact sounds that you hear someone make or that you hear an instrument make, that will determine if at all you're going to go through a stress journey before you catch up with the choir. For example, let me jump to my screen right now and show you a scale. Okay, right down on my screen, I am going to write a musical scale, okay? Let's say do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Okay. Now, on this scale, we have 8 notes. But you can say it's 7 because you can see that the first note repeated at the ending, right? The only difference is that the end note has an octave. What do I mean by an octave? You can see that it's also a do sound, right? It's a do note, but it has a little stroke above it. Now, here is the thing. If you can make the exact sound as it is sounded by the piano, or your teacher tells you to make the sound do, if you are able to make the exact same sound, then you will not have stress with music. Then you will not have stress catching up with the choir. But if I ask you to say do, and what you produce is do, you are going to have a problem. Maybe a couple of practice could get some people to catch up in time, but there are some people who have their vocal cords at a particular range and it's very hard for them to adjust it. Some people, their talking voice have been placed on a particular range. You can say, hey, go get me water. That is where it stays. Hey, go get me water, right? And you can take it down to be, hey, go get me water. Or, hey, go get me water. You just stick to, hey, go get me water. A particular range, you don't go up, you don't go low. You will have a problem. But if someone tells you to make the sound do, and you repeat the exact same sound do, then you will not have a problem that much. This is a test. Now let me go to my piano on my screen. I'll put it up here for you to see, okay? Okay, this is the piano. Please don't be scared. I am not teaching you the piano. If you want that, you can say it in the comment section, but this is just about tonic solfas, okay? The simplest one. Don't even bother. I am not trying to complicate things. Please just follow me, okay, on this. Now, the first key on your keyboard is the do right here, which is the C4 you see. It is the one that carries the do note. And this is re, and this is mi, and this is fa, sol, la, ti, do. Just like we made the scale earlier, right? Okay, so let's just sound it and hear. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Hope you understand. Now if someone asks you to make a sound on this do and say do, do, and asks you to make the exact same sound, and you produce something like do, listen, do, and you produce do, then you will have a problem. But if you can make the exact same sound as do, then you will not face problems. Okay, so let's go ahead now and practice the scale. The scale I showed you earlier is a basic scale that you will have to learn as a musician or someone who is interested in choral music. So on my screen I have the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. As a musician, you need to know this, okay? So your little exercise for today is to know this scale. I know you have been hearing it from somewhere. Maybe you have been hearing it from somewhere. You have to make it part of yourself. You have to go learn it. You have to make it part of yourself, as I said earlier, and then we can proceed from here. On my next video, I will be talking about how to know if you're a soprano singer, an alto singer, a tenor singer, and a bass singer. So now that you know that you have to control your range up, down, middle, just so you can sing very well, please go and use your keyboard. You can also download a keyboard on your phone and use it to train yourself. But first of all, learn how to strike a particular sound you hear on your keyboard, okay? And then you can proceed from there. So thank you for watching this video and see you in the next class.